गिरिवरधारी जय विजन वल्लभा यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदा यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय 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 प्रभुपाद 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 श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद 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 श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय गौर सुंदर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय रुक्मिणी द्वारकाधीश भगवान की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओं अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददान्ति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं त्वं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादानुसहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्वसे नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. We will read from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 30 chapter, text 8. Akhiptatmendriya strinam masatinam cha mayaya raho rachitaya lape शिशुनां कलभासिनां अखिप्तात्मेन्द्रियस्त्रीणाम् असतीनां च मायया रहोरचितात आलापे शिशूनां कलभासिनां। Word meaning Akhiptaha, charmed, Atma, heart, Indriya, his senses, Strinam, of woman, Asatinam, false, Cha, and Mayaya, by Maya, Raha, in a solitary place, Rachitaya, displayed, Alapi, by the talking, Sisunam, of the children, Kalabhasinam, with sweet words. Translation. He gives heart and senses to a woman who falsely charms him with Maya. He enjoys solitary embrace and taking with her, and he is enchanted by the sweet words of the small children. Purport by His Divine Grace. ऐसी Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki jai. Family life within the kingdom of illusory energy, Maya, is just like a prison for the eternal living entity. In a prison, a prisoner is shackled by iron chains and iron bars. Similarly, a conditioned soul is slackened by the charming beauty of a woman, by her solitary embrace, and he talks of so-called love, and by the sweet words of his small children. Thus he forgot his real identity. In this verse, the word Strinam Asatinam indicate that womanly love is just to agitate the mind of a man. Actually, in this material world, there is no love. Both the woman and the man are interested in their sense gratification. For sense gratification, a woman creates an illusory love, and the man becomes enchanted by such false love and forget his real duty. When there are children as the result, such a combination, the next attraction is to the sweet words of the children. The love of the woman at home And the talk of the children makes one secure prisoner, and thus he cannot leave his home. Such a person is termed in the Vedic language a Grihamedhi, which means one whose center of attraction is home. Grihastha refer to one who lives with family, wife and children, but whose real purpose of living is to develop Krishna consciousness. One is therefore advised to become a Grihastha and not a Grihamedhi. The Grihastha's concern is to get out of this family life created by the illusion and enter into real family life with Krishna. Whereas the Grihamedhi's business is to repeatedly chain himself to so-called family life in one life after another and perpetually remain in the darkness of Maya. Akhiptandriya strinam masatinam cha mayaya raharachita alape sisunam kalabhasinam. He gives heart and senses to the woman who falsely charms him with Maya. He enjoys the solitary embrace and talking with her, and he is enchanted by the sweet words of the small children. Yeah, this is we're studying from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is 3rd canto, 30th chapter. This is discussion between Lord Kapil Dev and Mother Devavati. These words, this Srila Prabhupada's words, is very heavy here, but it is fact. Sadhu, those are pure devotees, those are pure sadhus. They are always speaking unpalatable truth. For us, it is very difficult to digest, but this is fact. What Prabhupada said here, from his purport, family life within the kingdom of illusory energy, Maya, is just like a prison for the eternal living entities. This discussion is going on among the mother and the son. And mother, this is very elevated soul. And whose son is Lord Kapil Dev. He is also Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Kapil. And these 3 chapters, especially 30, 31, and 29, 30, and 31, these 3 chapters describe the condition of a conditioned soul. How a conditioned soul is suffering in this material world without bhakti. So, like, it looks like here Acharyas or Bhagavatam, how can you say, he's criticizing, or you can say, seeing in a lower vision towards family life. But actually this does not belong to, this is not a matter of Grihastha, Brahmachari, Vanaprastha and Sannyasi. But specifically there is a problem in Grihastha life. That is fact. Therefore all of our Acharyas always give inspiration. Better to become Brahmachari. Brahmachari life is happy life. Like our Gurudev used to say, anxiety-free life, carefree life. Brahmachari life means carefree life. You don't have to take so much burden. But our main, in Brahmachari life, in Vanaprastha or Sannyasi life, our main duty, have to develop our attachment towards Krishna. If you don't develop attachment towards Krishna, whether someone is Brahmachari or Grihastha or Vanaprastha or Sannyasi, whoever may be, his position will not gives him protection. Important is attraction towards Krishna, Guru and Krishna. And Grihastha life, many problems are there. Many problems, practically. Nowadays, everyone knows what are the problems. Yeah, it is bare fact. Like our Gurudev used to say, if your wife, because he always used to preach directly, if your wife, she is helping you in Krishna consciousness, that is blessing of Guru and Krishna. If she is not helping you, she is always pulling you back. You cannot advance in Krishna consciousness. And in Grihastha life, mostly, this thing is happening. We cannot blame to man or woman. Sometimes it always looks like it is always indicated towards, Bhagavatam indicates towards woman. But actually that is not fact. Sukadeva Goswami don't know who is woman, who is man. And here, Lord Kapil Dev is speaking to a woman, to mother. Actually, the purport of Srimad Bhagavatam, whenever there is some discussion or some, lacking, fault, in which word you may say, some faults are in woman, actually that is for man. That is for man, not for woman. Man have to develop his consciousness. If man will develop Krishna consciousness, he will develop his attraction towards Krishna, then woman automatically get benefit. Mostly, man always entrapped by woman. Most of the time we can see this is man's fault. Therefore in Bhagavatam, when there is some fault of woman, that a man should understand that, oh, this is my fault. Because if you discuss about Maya, Maya is not only woman is Maya, man is also Maya. For a man, woman is Maya. For a woman, man is Maya. If a man is not devotee, he is not devoted, his life's aim is not to please Guru and Krishna, he is Maya for a devoted woman. And for a man, if a wife is not devoted to Guru and Gauranga, her mission is not to please Guru and Gauranga, then for a man, such type of wife is also Maya. So Maya is not only, woman is Maya, man is not Maya. That is not fact. The real purport of Srimad Bhagavatam, anyone who forgot Guru and Gauranga service, whose life's mission is not to please Guru and Gauranga, is forgetting the central point of our life, especially in spiritual life. We are carrying everything, we are ready to take care of everything except Guru and Gauranga service. We are neglecting, avoiding, whether by lack of, it may be lack of our sincerity or lack of responsibilities, whatever it may be, but these are the problems in our spiritual life. Our main duty is to please a Guru and Gauranga, to please a pure devotee. Even someone is a Grihastha, but if Guru is not in center, Guru's service is not in center, in subtle way or in gross way, this attraction will be there. Srila Prabhupada, many times we repeatedly discuss these things. This is conversation, room conversation, 1976, July 31, New Mayapur. So, Jogeshwar Prabhu is asking this question: can the older boys be trained in a particular kind of devotional service? For example, press works. And in that conversation, Prabhupada gives nice elaboration. Whatever business is going on in our movement, everything should be taught according to the capacity of boys or girls. It does not matter. Some department is suitable for the boys, some departments are suitable for the girls. In this way, they should be trained up. But everyone should be trained up to give service. That is Gurukul. We cannot control the desires artificially. Why are the attraction, opposite attraction is coming, man to man or man to man? That is false. Why this body attraction is so strong? This is nature of body. We can't control by our intelligent mind. Even by austerity we cannot control. Unless the nature of soul become very prominent in our consciousness. We can't give up. And nature of soul, to develop the nature of soul, or you can say in a higher vision, everyone is soul. We are not man, woman, everyone is soul. For that, rather than practice, mercy is required. Theoretically, we may speak, I am soul, she is soul, he is soul. But unless Sadhguru shower mercy, unless we engage in their service, it is very difficult. And Prabhupada mentioned in that conversation, a brahmachari, the sex impulse should be controlled. That ruin the whole character. And our big sannyasis are become victimized. So that is the danger. So we cannot blame to anyone. In Kalakrishna Das purport, Srila Prabhupada mentioned, anyone may fall down from his exalted position at any time in this material world. What to speak about others? Even the servant of Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was victimized by gypsy women. Our position is not safe and secure in this material world without help of Prabhu. Prabhu and Prabhupada. Haha Prabhu kara daya deha mure pada. The conclusion. We may study, we may perform all the activities, but conclusion is there. Haha Prabhu kara daya. Like people are praying to God, please help me. We are praying to a pure devotees, Prabhu. The term is very, very potential term. If some karmi people, even, what to speak about karmi, even the religious people will hear all these words, they will become disturbed. Why they are calling their guru as Prabhu? No, he is Prabhu. Janme. You see in this Guru Bandhana, how many times Prabhu? Haha Prabhu kara daya. Janme Prabhu say. In English we are saying master. We are saying master. Actually he is Lord of His Lord for us. Because we come to know about Lord, about Krishna by His blessings, by His divine grace. His divine grace, and by His divine grace. When He is our mercy, His divine mercy, then we can conquer the lust. How can we conquer lust? By His mercy we will develop attraction towards Krishna. Yeah. One brahmachari asking that question to, one devotee asking that question to at that time I am very neophyte. He is asking to Gurudev, Gurudev, how can we give up this lusty mentality, the lust? And Gurudev immediately said, not possible. Unless you develop love, you cannot give up lust. And how to develop love? We don't have any attachment towards Krishna. So when you develop attachment towards a pure devotee and his service, only by his blessing there is hope. There is scope, there is hope. Otherwise, it is practically impossible. We may perform austerity, for sometimes we may control our mind, but inside the seed is there. The seed of lust is there. And Prabhupada mentioning here, our big sannyasis are become victimized. So that is the danger. Woman is good, man is good. So we should not blame anyone. Okay, woman is like that, man. Prabhupada said, no. Woman is good, man is good. But when they combine together, bad. Prabhupada said, man is good, woman is good. But when they stay together, combine together, that is bad. This is the material world. Both of them are good, but when they combine together, they are bad. This is the material world. In spiritual world, there is no such combination of sense gratification. Therefore, it is always good. This is all our training, all our activities based on spiritual world's principle. But this is a big challenge for us. We are in material world, we are in material consciousness, we are in material body. And environment is material environment, always polluting our consciousness. Even we are trying our best to please Guru and Gauranga, we are trying our best. But due to sometimes bad habits, due to association. So we are always struggling. So it does not matter about man and woman. Although according to verse, Akhipta Atmendriya Strinam, he gives heart and senses to woman who falsely charmed with his Maya. He enjoys solitary embrace and talking to her, and is enchanted by the sweet word of small children. And these verses indicating us how many challenges in Grihastha life. Even you want to become free, you can't become free. Therefore, Prabhupada said here, in prison, a prisoner is shackled by iron chain and iron bars. Similarly, a conditioned soul is shackled by the charming beauty of a woman, by her solitary embrace, and talk of a so-called love, and by the sweet word of its small children. Shackled one by one, one by one. Brahmacharya life is good. And if someone is married, both husband and wife should serve Guru and Gauranga. Then there is hope. Otherwise, in another conversation maybe, I used to study and I used to speak. How Prabhupada explaining everything so nice. Prabhupada said, it is very difficult in this material world to give up this attraction, opposite attraction. Sometimes you may give up attraction towards woman, or woman may give up attraction towards man. But Prabhupada said, how it is very difficult? Always there is a subtle attraction towards sex or sex product. Sex product. Home, car, bank balance, your kids, sex products. Prabhupada said, very difficult. Sex, there is a subtle attraction always towards sex or sex products. Because it's pure sadhu, pure devotees. Pure devotee, they don't want to, they don't want to see our face. Okay, if I will speak, then he will not like me. They are speaking palatable truth. Unless a sadhu speaks the bare fact, conditioned soul can't come to pure consciousness. So this is our problem. This is not problem of man or woman. Anyone who have attachment, he is danger. He is condemned according to spiritual life. If he is someone is person, someone is a man, but he have strong attachment, opposite attachment, he is Maya. If someone is a woman, she have very strong desire. Anyone who have strong desire, according to spiritual consideration, she or he is bad. It does not depend on man or woman. But why then, someone may ask, why then Shastra repeatedly indicating looks like towards woman? That is for man. That is for man. Because if a man become devotee, he engages himself in Krishna consciousness. If wife serve him, then he can get benefit. She can get benefit. Yeah. Because she is now serving a devotee. So therefore this attraction between, the attraction between man and woman is very prominent. Even it is up to heaven. It is up to heaven. We are worshipping demigods. In India they are worshipping demigods, different demigods. But this life is also in heaven. They have some attractions. It is not condemned there, but still is there. Therefore, they are not pure devotees. Demigods does not, according to Vaishnavism, we never consider the demigods as pure devotees. They are Mishra Bhaktas. Yeah. Mishra Bhaktas. They are not Suddha Bhaktas. They are not beyond mood of material nature. Wherever this bodily conception is there, and among the bodily conception, eating, another one, sleeping, mating, and defending. This one is very dangerous. This sex life. This is very dangerous. And our principle in Krishna consciousness, We are practicing all these principles, how to free from this opposite attraction. As well as these are the, how can you say, they are the side principles. Our main principle is, how can you say, secondary principles. This is secondary principles, following all the principles. But our prime duty, how to give pleasure, how I can satisfy Guru and Gauranga. When you receive blessings from them, then it looks possible. Otherwise, it's a big job. For a conditioned soul to give up such attachment, even whether you are married or you may not married. Sex life does not depend on brahmachari, grihastha. Most of the time brahmachari used to think, okay, if I will be married, then my mind will be pacified. No, in sex life there is no question of satisfaction. Yeah, you cannot satisfy all these lusty desires. When we develop Krishna consciousness, and love will come to our heart, by blessings of sadhu and guru, then there is scope. We will not develop, like our Gurudev used to say, ugly witch maya. Yeah. We will not develop attraction towards these bodily attractions. This is nothing. This is, how can you say? This is illusory, comes from our mind. And in purport, Prabhupada said, Grihastha refer to one who lives with family, wife and children, but whose real purpose of living is to develop Krishna consciousness. To develop Krishna consciousness. Not, okay, I have to live with my wife. No. Then attraction in subtle way or in gross way, attraction will be there. Unless you develop Krishna consciousness. And in Grihastha life, actually, we want help. And therefore Prabhupada opened all temples, installing deities. Brahmacharis, sannyasis, grihasthas, all are in temple, they're chanting, they're dancing, serving. Otherwise, many challenges. If you want to study, I don't want to, we don't have time also. If you want to study, then I can show you the references. You may study the story of Purava. These are historical studies. Purava was a devotee. Don't think Purava was a common man like us. No. He was a devotee. Therefore, Narada Muni, in heaven, in front of Indra, he was glorifying. And Urvashi was there. Why Urvashi developed attraction towards Purava? Why? Okay, he's a hero. He has beauty, he has good quality. Rather, he's a devotee. He's a devotee. I have cards. She had cards. She received some cards from Mitra and Varuna. Now she find out, okay, I have to pass the time. But devotees, their heart is very soft. And it is easy for me to deal with her. I deal with him. Therefore she chooses Purava. Only Urvashi develop attachment to Purava, not for beauty, because in heaven there are many demigods are there. Only he developed attachment towards Purava because he is devotee. Devotee, king, he have opulent, beauty. And cheating to a devotee also very easy, because there is very soft-hearted person. Yeah, for my cause I have to cheat Purava. And cheating to a devotee, because the devotee, they are soft-hearted, they have faith. Yeah, I love you, I like you, you say. They immediately put faith. Yeah. Karma people love her, they are very clever. They will see from different angles. But cheating to a devotee is very easy. Purava therefore choose. Okay, Urvashi choose. I have to marry to Purava. Same thing happened in Jajati case. And in conclusion, this is Narayana Narayan Rishi's preaching to Narada, and Narada preached the same thing to Prahlad. And Prahlad preached same thing to the demon boys. How many challenges? Katham priyaya, anukampitaya, sangam rahasyam, rujirasya mantram. You may study all these verses. In conclusion, he said, it is very difficult for anyone at any time, in any circumstances, in any places. No one can free from such entanglement without help of a pure devotee. Yeah, you can see in 7th canto, these verses are there. Teaching to demonic birds. Without help of a pure devotee, free from this family life, family bondage, a family attraction is practically impossible. Impossible. And how a pure devotee help us to free from such attraction, attachment? Like our Gurudev used to say, you want to free from your family life? Pray to Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu will give you happy kick in your face. Yeah, happy kick. Unless Nitai, ar kabe Nitai Chander, Karuna haive, sansara vasana mor kabe tuchha have. And Nityananda Prabhu's, Guru is Nityananda Prabhu's expansion. So Nityananda Prabhu, and by the blessings of Nityananda Prabhu and spiritual master, he will put in such a test, everyone will kick us. No one will like us. No one will appreciate us. Even you give everything to everyone, no one, you cannot satisfy everyone. You cannot satisfy anyone. And everyone will blame you. Everyone will blame you. Then you will turn towards face. Okay, this is a nasty place. This is not a good place. I have to take shelter at lotus feet of Guru and Gauranga. This is Nityananda Prabhu's blessing. That is Srila Prabhupada's blessing. Pure devotee's blessing. When a pure devotee blesses us, we can see the naked truth of this material world. Sometimes we are realizing truth, but we don't know the naked truth. Truth is, sometimes we reveal, oh, this is the truth. No one like us, material world is like that. But if even we know the truth, but still there is attachment. But if you, by Guru's blessing, by Krishna's blessing, by pure devotee's blessing, you can know the naked truth of this material world. Then you never develop attachment. Oh, what is that? I don't want to. I will not advance in my spiritual life, but at least I will give this life to Srila Prabhupada. I am not advancing, that is not a challenge, but I will not give up his shelter, pure devotee's shelter. And this is only his blessings. Otherwise we will run away. We cannot control this mind. Mind is very wicked. Oh, now this is time. Please excuse me. So if some question is there, yeah. So I want also mercy from all of you. All of you are Srila Prabhupada's disciples, dear disciples, and you are taking care of Srila Prabhupada's deity, Prabhupada's place so nicely. I am very fortunate I came here. Yeah, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Maharaj. We have seen many devotees. You were mentioning the sadhu can cure, but by sadhu's blessings you can solve the problem. We have seen that many devotees were close to great sadhus, paramahansas, such as Prabhupada, who somehow fell down. And not even that, but even you were mentioning about Lord Krishna, Chaitanya Charitamrita, is mentioned that when that servant was captured by the gypsies, he also went. So it appears that you're close to the sadhu, or close even to Krishna himself, but still you're far away. Can you?
Yeah, this is good question. Sometimes we can see those are very close to Guru, very close to sadhu, looks like they already receive mercy. But why this is happening? This is a fact. When we divert the principles, principle is parampara principle, Acharya's principle, Krishna's principle. We should not be very close to, man should not be close to man, woman should not be close to man. We are not Nitya Siddhas. Those are Uttamas, those are Nitya Siddhas, they will never develop such attraction, they will never develop such attachment towards anyone. I heard from Srila Prabhupada's disciple once. So Prabhupada was in kitchen. When Prabhupada used to cook, some Mataji also used to cook. But once Prabhupada saw some sannyasi is cooking, some Mataji is cooking. Prabhupada immediately calling, don't imitate me. I am a practical old man. You can't cook with any Matajis. So those are Nitya Siddhas. They have only attachment towards Krishna. They don't have attachment towards this bodily attachment. They don't have attachment towards man or woman. No. They are fully Krishna consciousness. But there is danger for us. We are not Nitya Siddhas. Unless we become Kripa Siddha, unless we become, by mercy we become perfect, we get perfection. Up to that stage, there is danger is there. Unless you receive 100% surrendered lotus feet of Guru and Krishna and you are protected by Guru and Krishna, you have become Siddha, Kripa Siddha, then there is no problem. Otherwise, there is problem. It looks like sometimes we are thinking, I serve so much, Gurudev like me so much, Prabhupada like me so much. But we are not Siddha now. Still, we want mercy. We have to complete surrender at lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. When we complete surrender, then Guru and Krishna will interfere with our independence. If we partial surrender, we are continuing our independence. Therefore, there is chance of fall down. Otherwise, why Krishna said, Sarva dharman parityajya, sarva dharman, he said. That means give up complete independence. Yeah, that danger is there. Unless you become Siddha, very danger is there. And Siddha means, according to devotional principles, if you come to Bhav stage. Bhav stage means, by blessings you may come to Bhav stage, by Guru Krishna's blessings, or by blessings of Vaishnavas you can come to Guru Krishna's blessing, you come to Bhav stage, then no more this material attachment. And before Bhav there is always chance of fall down. However elevated someone may be. But one thing we should not blame. We should not see in other vision, someone who is brahmachari, someone is sannyasi, fall down. Like Prabhupada used to say, Prabhupada, he fall down. Prabhupada said, you are always in fall down condition. Prabhupada said, sometimes you are going off. Sometimes you are in Krishna consciousness. Most of the time you are in Maya. But we are always thinking we are in Krishna consciousness. Attending Mangalarati, chanting 16 round, studying Bhagavatam, preaching, we are thinking I am in Krishna consciousness. That is good support to mind. But in vision of a pure devotee, we are always in Maya. Because Maya is there. Sometime coming to Krishna consciousness. Most of the time we are in Maya. That is pure devotee's vision. So conclusion is only one conclusion. If you discuss all these things, one conclusion, only we have to serve a pure devotee. We want his protection. Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Maharaj, for the class. I was just thinking when you were speaking that, we were talking about service and being a servant.
Yeah.
What is it that happens to the divinity? We take on a position of service. What is it in due course of time you think we're the master?
Yeah.
Why does this happen? In other words, you can constantly want to do service, but due course of time, well, no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm master. What are you talking about?
Yes, therefore Prabhupada always, I saw in Bhagavatam, in conversation, in lectures, Prabhupada always say, we want to become a humble servant. The word is always there. These are like Sabda Brahmas. When a pure devotee is speaking something, there is some secret is there. Prabhupada always used to say, we want to become a humble servant. Because Guru have two things. Vaishnavas have two things. One is Kripa, one is Vanchana. One is mercy, one is cheating. We cannot say cheating because we deserve these things. We want name, fame, prestige, adoration. We forgot to please Guru and Krishna. By the result, when we are serving, we will develop these things. Name, fame, prestige, adoration. And most important, this will come automatically. There is no, you don't, once you put tilak, everyone say, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. In America, who will say you Hare Krishna? Who will just fold his hand and pay obeisance to you? But it will come automatically. But this is Gurus. Anyone is paying obeisance to us, anyone is giving credit to us, anyone is giving anything, this is Gurus, this is Prabhupads. And who I am, one thing always we have to understand, we have to meditate. Who I am actually. We know very well who we are. When we are chanting, just close one room, just lock the door and stay in one place and chant Hare Krishna, then you can understand who we are. How furious we are, how so many bad qualities we have. But sometimes by appreciations, like Prabhuji said, when we serve, appreciation comes. And we are accepting all these appreciations as our qualifications. That is creating problem. Actually, these appreciations are blessings from Vaishnavas, so that I can serve my spiritual master more and more. But most of the time, we fail. We think this appreciation is our qualifications. That is creating problem. And by this way, we forgot Guru, Prabhupada. Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Sri Sri Gaur Nityanand Prabhu ki jai, Rukmini Dwarkadish Bhagavan ki jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Nitai Gaur Pramanande.
As a reminder, Maharaj will also be speaking this evening after the Sundar Arti, so we will be nice on it.